Well, good morning. Thank you for watching KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Brian Moore, and let's get right to your top 11 stories. At 11, 25 Idaho children who suffer from severe seizures will now have access to an experimental drug derived from cannabis. Governor Otter signed an executive order allowing 25 kids to take the drug called CBD oil as part of the study. The governor vetoed a bill that would have allowed all children suffering from seizures to take the drug. The federal program allows 25 kids who have tried at least 4 different FDA-approved drugs and who continue to have 4 or more seizures a month to use CBD oil.
Alexis has tried 15 different medications and combinations, so having more options is the best answer. We need all options, and when you speak to the pediatric neurologists, that's what they want.
The state of Idaho did not choose the 25 kids. It was the FDA and GW Pharmaceuticals that chose them as part of a nationwide clinical trial. Caldwell police have identified a bank robbery suspect that struck the Key Bank on Friday. Investigators say he is Richard Messias. Numerous tipsters called police after seeing pictures from the surveillance cameras. Caldwell PD is working with the U.S. Marshals Service and the FBI trying to find him. In controversy over drones, the U.S. says it will require drone users to register their unmanned aerial vehicles. The new policy addresses the rising number of unauthorized drone sightings near airports and crowded public venues. Meridian police have charged 18-year-old David Provencio with involuntary manslaughter in the shooting death of a 15-year-old. Police say a group of teens were drinking and smoking pot Saturday night when they began handling 2 handguns. Police say Provencio pulled the trigger not realizing that gun was loaded. The bullet struck and killed the 15-year-old. Nampa police arrested Stuart Bernardo Valenzuela of Nampa following a police standoff. He's been charged with aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and unlawful possession of a firearm. The incident ended peacefully after about an hour.
One of our other negotiators had a cell phone, and he'd been calling over and over and over and over and over with no avail. Eventually, somebody picked up the phone. He said, "Look, we just want to talk to you." He said, "We're coming out," and both of them walked out at that time.
Now, a friend of a man in that home with Valenzuela stopped by to check on him. That's when police say Valenzuela pulled out a gun and would not allow him inside. A community meeting will be held in Idaho City tonight to update folks there about the Walker fire. That meeting gets underway at 6:30 at the Idaho City Community Hall. Fire managers say this weekend's rain did help to slow down that fire. It is now 96% contained. Crews hope to have that fire fully contained by Wednesday. This weekend's rain is blamed for a chain reaction crash on the connector. Boise police say a truck going westbound on the connector rounded a curve by River Street and spun out of control. That caused a chain reaction crash involving 3 other vehicles. Police tell us no one was injured, but citations were handed out. And then just a few hours later, a single vehicle rollover crash tied up traffic on westbound I-84 east of the Meridian interchange. Initially, all westbound lanes were blocked and traffic was detoured off the interstate at the Meridian exit. Lanes reopened about 11:30 Saturday night. A Navy ship and her crew are on the way to the site of the El Faro cargo ship that sunk in 15,000 feet of water during Hurricane Joaquin. The ship went down in the southeastern Bahamas. All 33 crew members on board died in that incident. Greenbelt users in Eagle will need to find an alternate route this week. A paving project starts today that will close about a quarter-mile stretch of the Greenbelt between Garden City and Edgewood Lane. Eagle Parks and Rec says the project should run about a week, weather permitting. And it was an ugly game for Boise State fans. The Broncos lost to Utah State 52-26. BSU had 7 turnovers in the first half and 1 in the second half for a total of 8. Seemed like the Broncos couldn't get anything going on offense or defense. Coach Harsin hopes to use it as a learning experience.
Throw it out, you go back. We'll never bury our head in the sands and say that it didn't happen. We're going to go find out why, and we're going to go practice it, and we're going to figure out, was it technique, was it scheme, whatever it was it preparation? If we're not successful, then that starts with me, because I never question our guys' effort.
Next up, BSU plays Wyoming this weekend.